You ever get that feeling like your body is just working against you, Like no matter what you try, you just can't seem to get healthy? Well, what if I told you there's this simple, really ancient practice that could literally reboot your entire system? We're going to dive right into the science of fasting and see if it's the key to unlocking your body's full potential. Okay, to really get why this matters so much, we've got to start with this one number, 75%. Yeah, you heard that right. According to the experts we're pulling from, that's how many Americans are currently overweight or obese. And look, this isn't just some random statistic. It's the backdrop to our entire modern health crisis. And this whole crisis, it's really fueled by one simple fact of modern life. We have way too much food all the time. I mean, think about it. We live in a world where food is always available, a world our bodies, frankly, just weren't built for. It's like we're stuck in a permanent summer feast, with zero time for our bodies to just rest and repair. One expert we looked at puts it, well, pretty bluntly. They said our environment, with all its crazy tasty processed foods, is literally designed to work against our own biology. And that right there sets the stage for the real problem, the one that's often invisible, hiding just beneath the surface. All right, so what's the direct consequence of living in this world of nonstop food? Well, it's something called visceral fat. And trust me, it is the hidden danger at the very heart of this story. Now, visceral fat, it's not the stuff you can pinch on your belly. No, this is the deep internal fat that's wrapped all around your vital organs, your liver, your intestines. The best way to think of it is like a toxic factory, just constantly pumping out these inflammatory chemicals that drive chronic disease. It's so dangerous, in fact, that some experts even compare it to a tumor growing right inside your body. Okay, so how on earth do we fight this internal threat? The answer, it turns out, lies in this really profound built-in biological process that our ancestors used for, well, forever. It's time to talk about flipping the metabolic switch. Here's how it works, and it's actually pretty simple. For the first few hours after you eat, your body is just burning glucose, sugar. But after about 24 hours or so, that easy-to-access fuel runs out. And that's when your body flips a really critical switch. It literally has no choice but to start burning its own fat for energy, creating this amazing alternative fuel called ketones. And you can think of ketones as the super efficient, clean-burning fuel for both your body and your brain. And that is not all, not by a long shot. When your body isn't busy digesting food 24/7, it finally gets the chance to start this deep cleaning process called autophagy. The best way to picture it is cellular housekeeping. Your body goes in, clears out all the old, damaged junk, recycles waste, and makes way for fresh, new cells. It is a total system reboot from the inside out. Okay, so there are a lot of ways to actually trigger this process, and honestly, it can get pretty confusing. So let's clear things up. We're going to break down the three main ways you'll hear about, and they range from a simple daily habit all the way to a serious medical tool. First up, on one end of the spectrum, you've got time-restricted eating. This is by far the easiest place for anyone to start. You just shorten your eating window each day, say to about 12 hours or less. Then in the middle, there's something called the fasting mimicking diet. This is a 5-day, low-calorie plan you do every once in a while that kind of tricks your body into thinking it's fasting. You get a lot of the same benefits, but with less risk than a full fast. And then way over on the other end is medically supervised water-only fasting. And this is a really powerful, intensive tool that's used to help reverse serious chronic diseases. Okay, so you get the problem, that visceral fat. You get the mechanism, flipping the switch. And you know the main methods. But what about the results? I mean, what's the actual big payoff of doing this whole health reboot? Okay, check this out. This is a truly stunning piece of data. In one study that used super precise DEXA scans, a 2-week fast resulted in a 20% loss in total body fat. Pretty good, right? But look at the visceral fat, a whopping 55% reduction. This is absolutely crucial. It shows your body is smart. It intelligently targets and torches the most dangerous inflammatory fat first. Why? Well, because that visceral fat is so metabolically active, it's the easiest, quickest fuel for your body to grab once the sugar is gone. And the results, they can be absolutely transformative. We're talking about people going from having high blood pressure to normal blood pressure, from being insulin resistant, which is like the final stop before type 2 diabetes, to becoming sensitive to insulin again. It can even reboot the entire ecosystem of your gut, which, as we now know, is tied to pretty much everything, from your mood to your immune system. But okay, before we all get carried away here, we have to cover what is probably the most important part of this entire explainer, the fine print.
This stuff is an incredibly powerful tool, and it absolutely 100% has to be treated with respect.
So let's be crystal clear. The longer, more intensive fasts, those are medical interventions. They are not a DIY weekend diet. They absolutely require medical supervision, especially if you take any kind of medication. In the refeeding period, what you eat after the fast is just as critical as the fast itself. It has to be done slowly and very carefully. And finally, remember this, the fast isn't some magic pill. It's a reset button. It gives you the chance to build a new, healthy lifestyle from the ground up.
I just love this analogy from the source material because it captures the spirit of this perfectly. Fasting isn't about punishment or depriving yourself. Not at all. It's about rebooting a corrupted computer. You're wiping the slate clean so that you can build a whole new foundation for your health.
So when it's all said and done, it really comes down to this. The science strongly suggests that our bodies have this incredible, built-in ability to heal themselves. That potential is already there, right inside of you. So the only real question left is, are we willing to get out of the way? Maybe it's just time to step aside and let our bodies do what they do best.